Welcome back to Farming Simulator 2019 with the Rude Man, and we're back on Honeydew Farms XL. And in the last episode, we were doing a little bit of everything. Some harvesting. I've still got potatoes I'm working on. I was spraying. I was doing a lot of things. One of the things I did work on was the truck. Remember, I showed you in the last episode when we were just finishing up that this truck had way too tight of brakes, so I loosened them up quite a little bit. Okay, now there you go. That was coasting to a stop, so there it's a lot better than it was. Let me hook back up to this and we'll go out and get the potatoes. Oh, actually, I need to get the other combines emptied first so I can get them running. Alright, let's run out and get the combines emptied here. And we'll carry on where we were in the last episode. I do need to do some grass. Need to check up on animals. All that good stuff. And hopefully we'll be able to get to all of that at some point. Maybe not in this episode. Alright, so hey, yeah, that worked pretty good. Had to use brakes. I didn't have to coast in there. Get these soybeans picked up, and then I got corn to get off. And I can't recall, but I think I only have one corn header. I'll have to check and see if that is the case. Oh, it's getting dark on me. I didn't realize that. Okay, he's ready to go again, but I'm not going to start him just yet. Let's get this thing ready. The inside of my truck getting dirty there. Tell you what I'm going to do, though. I don't need both of these. Let me check while I'm sitting here. Let me go to the garage and see if I've got more than one header. Alright, there's a corn header. I only have one. I did quite a bit of corn, so I probably should buy another one. Let's pop back out of that. Let's get into that. Corn headers, and let's grab this mod over here. Let's make it black because that's what the other combine is, and then buy it. Okay, I'm gonna let this guy go. We're gonna get the other combine and fold him up. Alright, what's going on? Why am I not able to bolt this thing up? What's happening? Pipe in. Oh, I have the pipe out. Okay. Right. Let's put the pipe back in then and see if that'll let me fold it up. There it goes. Now this header does not have yeah, this header does not have wheels, so I gotta just plop him down somewhere. Well, I'm just going to plop it down right here. Whoa! I gotta go to the store. It's getting dark on me. It's almost 8 o'clock in the evening. I guess. Let's run in the house, I guess. Whoa! Come on. Alright. Almost 8. Let's do 12 hours, I guess. There we go. See, my lights are working pretty good, I put in. They work okay. Kind of nice to have lights on the farm. Not that I farm at night very often. I do when I'm playing single or by myself. I do farm at night, but I don't during the videos because you can't see anything. You can't see anything, and you're seeing less than I can see. So I fixed the brakes on the Kenworth. I do have a Peterbilt that I was using, but I don't know. It seemed like the Kenworth worked a little bit better. And I think it also has 2 axles. That Mack truck would be good for a single trailer just around the farm, you know, hauling smaller materials around, or lesser materials, smaller trailers maybe, with just the 1 axle. This will be my first time doing corn. I notice that the drive control, and I'm calling it drive control, it's not the same as the drive control in the other game, but it's attempting to do the same function. But I've noticed it stays in 4-wheel drive, but it doesn't stay locked. You still have to keep locking it. Now, that's fine. I don't know that I would have to lock it. But anyway, I just noticed that it automatically comes out of lock, but it stays in 4-wheel drive until you get it out of 4-wheel drive. Right, so let's run on. Trouble here, trouble. Let's get all these things out of the way. Okay, so this thing, I may not need this anymore because I am now ripe. I screwed up. I should have finished this field. Doggone it. So part of this field is going to have weeds in it. Yes, it is. And it isn't going to do me any good because it's now ready. Darn it. Messed up. Oh well, what can I do? Too late now. What the hell's on that? Is that just all weeds right here? What is this? It's just 100% weeds. I fertilized the weeds, man. They really come up. Weeds just really came up. Weeds are ready to harvest. Cotton. Wait a minute. Cotton? Oh, are you kidding me? When did I do that? I'm not even going to say. I don't know. When did I do cotton in that little corner? I thought that little corner was not seeded, is what I thought. It was seeded with cotton. Holy smokes, what a silly thing. Oh well. If I just ignore it, maybe it'll go away. Might as well put the cedar away. I'm just going to plow that cotton up. I'm not going to do anything with it. I've never seen such pretty weeds, I tell you. Chino didn't want to do that. What? What? Why don't they want to work? Come on. There he goes. Who do we have now? Ryan Bowen decided he'd do it. Alright, we'll get rid of these soybeans here, and then we'll... this field done, and move on to... I think those are oats behind me. Alright, the Troy Sawyer's working on the corn, and it looks like he's just about ready to need unloading. So we'll mosey over that way. Alright, first trailer. Now see, it's not locked. The front end and rear end is not locked on this. Still in four-wheel drive, but the transmission's not locked. Not transmission, I'm sorry. The axles. Alright, let's flip to the differentials, however you want to term it. They work okay though. Looks like Troy's ready. Now with two trailers like this, I can have combines going in each. There's no any kind of what the hell was it? A course play? God, I could not think of course play. My mind just wouldn't go there. Without course play, I'm having to do this manually. So with two trailers, I can run from field to field. They can be two different crops. I'll just fill the front trailer with corn and run over and get the other one with soybeans and or oats when I move to that next field. So that works okay. I can do it like that. Got a little bit of corn. Went over to the soybean field. Also have potatoes I need to pick up too. I'm gonna have to use that little truck and work the potatoes. It's taken forever to do the potatoes. The combine holds enough and it goes fast enough. The header's just so small that it just takes 10 times the trips up and down as the other combines. Okay, we'll get this guy started over here in the oats. Dang it. So I did the same thing I did last time. I had the oats and I did not have the totally fertilized, and I didn't have it totally weeded. So I didn't get a yield like I wanted. And then did it again. This nighttime business just screws you up. Sleeping overnight. If I hadn't have slept overnight, I could have got the weeding and the fertilizing done. I got most of it, I would say, I guess. I think I got the fertilizing done. I just didn't get all the seeding done. Or maybe not. I guess it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Too late to worry about it now. Let's run this truck back and get it emptied out, and then move on. And move on to other things. Oh, come on. Am I stuck? He's stuck. Let me lock these things in and see if it makes a difference. Okay, so it did. Made a difference. Okay, so the... As I was saying in the last episode, if the mod, talking about the gear mod, if it does anything at all, it's better than nothing. So as I just proved right there, it did make a difference because I was not going anywhere. I locked in the differentials and it walked me right out of it. So it is doing something. So in that case, am I going to keep using it? Yeah, I'll keep using it until something else comes along, or you know, for whatever. The only wish I had is if I could turn some of the HUD on and off. And you might be able to. I didn't actually. I know it said something about you can change the key bindings, but it said you couldn't do it in game. But it didn't say anything about turning some of the HUD off. So I might have to go in and look at that. I think if I was to do it, I don't know. If I could move the HUD around a little bit. Doesn't bother me, really. I don't look over there that often. So it doesn't really bother me, but I would take probably the two. I don't need to know what the RPMs or the you know, the temperature, the engine. I don't need to know that. I don't particularly need to know how much fuel it's using. I can look at the gauge and see if it's running out of fuel. The tipper thing's kind of cool, I guess, because the repair gauge on the vanilla game doesn't give you, it doesn't tell you what vehicle it is. You have to just assume that it is the tractor or the truck. This one at least gives you all three items. It gives you the truck, and both trailers. Actually, it looks like it's giving you also the dolly. So that kind of is handy. That's handy because it's giving you something that you're not getting with the vanilla. As to whether the engine's hot or not, what can you do about it if it is? Fuel usage, what can you do with that? As long as you have a gauge where you can say, hey, I'm getting low on fuel, I better go fill up. That's good enough, in my opinion. $446 in wages paid out. Ooh, boy, I'm down to $600,000. I'm gonna have to sell some crops. Boy, let's see what I got. I got lots of crops I can sell. I got tons of potatoes. I don't need that many potatoes. I only need enough potatoes to feed the pigs. Helper Craig Wilson has nearly a full grain tank. That would be the other combine with the oats, I'm assuming. So I have to stay and wait because this thing won't unload if I leave. So I'm just going to switch off here. I'm going to let the corn guy go. The other combine's probably full by now. And let me do the potato guy here. And then we'll run get some oats. What are potatoes selling for? Potatoes. Potatoes. 331 at the Central Grain. 216, 264, 382 at the Ranch. 482 at the Sell Point. Now the Sell Point, I have to, full disclosure here, I control the price on the Sell Point because I can change that. It's a mod, and I think it's called the Sell Point 150 because I think it's 50% higher than any place else on the map. So it's kind of cheaty in a way. It does change though. I mean, it goes up and down, so it is affected by the economy, I think. We could test that theory by selling some to it and see if the price goes down. Let me do that. I'll sell this to the Sell Point and see if it's affected by the economy. I think it is. I think what it does is just does 150% of, what the vanilla game would do, price-wise. So let me run up here. We'll test the theory. Tell you what, let me run and actually get that other. I want to keep this combine running. Let me get that other load up here, and the cattle don't need that many oats. Maybe I'll sell some oats while I'm up here. Troy Sawyer has a full grain tank. Which one was Troy? This is Craig. Troy must be the corn. Yeah, Troy's up with the corn. No, wait a minute. Is that right? Yeah, Troy's at the corn. I don't know who's in the potato guy. Who's the potato guy? Right, we're going to test some market here. All right, so I have to say I guess I'm happy with the mod, the four-wheel drive mod. It's again, it's doing something, so that's good. We needed something. We needed a little bit of a help. I know when I first thought about it, it was on the vanilla map, and I was playing the a version of the vanilla map that had some hills on it, and the vanilla equipment was spinning out on the hills. Obviously, it needed a little bit of a boost on the drivetrain, so this should help. Okay, now before I sell, I want to take a look at prices. A couple of prices here. All right. Potatoes are up $4.75. Let's see, what's the other one? $3.83, $4.75. Let's try this out. Let's see what we're going to get for the 1,500, 150,000, 1,500, 150,000 liters of potatoes. We got $71,000 out of that, and the price went down a little bit. It did not affect the price at the ranch, and I'm not entirely sure that it would. Okay, so the price at the ranch is on upwards still here. What about the oats? Is this oats right here? 1,300. Gee whiz. Oats. Wow. You get a lot for oats, don't you? Let's see. Even on a vanilla game, one load doesn't really change it that drastically. It does change it, but not drastically. You take a second load and third load are going to bring it down a lot faster. Okay, so we got 206,000 for those oats. It didn't seem to drop much. Interesting. It's really not that much higher. I mean, we've got one that's 11, almost 1,200 there at the port grain elevator. So, I don't know. It's not terribly cheaty to have that. The thing about the placeable sell point is convenience in my mind. Okay, we'll get some more potatoes and we'll run up and get some more corn. Just keep going for now. What happened? Oh, I didn't start the potato guy up. That's why I couldn't see that anybody was working it. Bad me. Alright, we'll go get corn. Okay, Craig Wilson is almost up. Let me see. David Weirs is running the potato harvester now. I can't remember if he goes by David Weirs or David Wires. I think I always called him David Weirs, but he never corrected me that I know of. Tomatoes. I suppose he's heard it all. Yellow golden corn and the dirty trailer. Alright, so the Kenworth seems to be working pretty good with these trailers. I was going to try to take a look at animals in this episode. I don't know if I'll get to it. I could probably look at them. I might not get to do anything about them. I suppose it wouldn't hurt. Let's look at the animals, I guess. Chickens are needing... Oh, they're dirty Dan chickens. The cows are doing okay. They're a little dirty, too. The food-wise, they're okay. And sheep are dirty, but food-wise they're okay. Pigs, same thing. Horses are doing good. Now, there is a horse stall or stable or whatever you want to call it now. We're 25% on the riding with these horses. But I did find a mod. There is a mod out there that will show you that'll give you horse manure. I think it was. I can't remember exactly what it was. Was it just horse manure or something else? I don't think it showed whether they were clean or not, but I think it added manure and it added what was it? I think the manure was the main thing. Something about moving water. I think I saw something about that in it. I don't know if that was a feature or if they were just mentioning the fact. Does it not have moving water now? I can't remember what you had to do with the... Uh-oh. I'm having trouble here. You can't turn this too sharp. You get in trouble. Because the truck leans in this game. The physics of the truck, when you turn, it's leaning because of the weight. You don't turn too sharp. If you do, then it gets stuck underneath the trailer or something. I don't know. Something gets to rubbing under there. If we drive by the horses now, let's see what we have. I know you have straw. Okay, well, there's a water trough there. There's the food trough. They don't get dirty, horses. The water looks like it's moving. So I don't know what it was. I know that they added manure. But it's another one of those things where I'm thinking that you have to replace the stall, the whole area. I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe in the next gameplay or something. If I start a new map, I might add it. That's what I was saying about they have cow and pig so far. The cow and the pig areas now, you can give them table manners, but you have to put it comes with a brand new building, so you have to put the new building in. Well, I don't want to do that unless I'm starting a new map or having to start a new map or a map I'm using over again. Had to do that a few times in the past, especially with Stevie maps. Stevie was always changing his maps, and he always had to do a new start. Now, good or bad, I don't know. I mean, he's changing things that maybe needed to be changed. Improving things, let's say. But it was still a pain in the ass if you had to start a new game every time. Good that there's improvements, that kind of thing. Bad that you have to start a new game over it. I'll be selling some more stuff, but not right now. We get the harvest done, and then we'll figure out what we have a surplus of. But we went from 600,000 to 900,000. That's not too bad. So animals are doing okay. They just need to be cleaned up a little bit. Dirty animals. Alright, let's clean these chickens up while we're standing here. Alright. This is a good little machine. I like this machine. I might have had it too low. There you go, chicks. Horses don't have anything to clean up. Cow and the sheep and the pigs, oh my, they all do. And the chickens. If this wasn't such a big farm, I wouldn't worry about this thing going so slow, but boy, it's a little slow. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's go check. Well, it looks like the other combine is done. Alright, the other combine's done. We can double up the combines now. So let me run up and get the oats first, and then we can move the combine over to that cornfield. And I got more than one cornfield to do, so I want to double them up, whip out that one cornfield, and then we can jump both combines over to the other cornfield that we've got. Where's my combine? There he is. He didn't do the cotton. Why not? Why didn't you do the cotton? I can't believe I did that. Wee-haw! A beautiful day to be farming. That's one thing about this game is kind of cool, because it does rain in the game, but not that often. But, you know, regardless of what the weather is where you live, you can always get a good day to farm. You can just sit in your combine in the sunshine and be all warm and comfy and get your farming out of the way, and you look out the window and there's snow up to your rear end, ice hanging off the side of the house. Not here where I live. We don't get that kind of weather, but it does get cold. It was down 29 last night, and even right now it's noon and it's only in the 40s. All right, we're off like a herd of turtles. We're going to drop off this header here. Put the wheels down in anticipation. Uh-oh, we got a loose tongue. We're going to get in trouble. Got a loose tongue. The grass should definitely be ready to be mowed, since we're into a brand new farm day. I'm just going to drop this thing. There it was. I'm trying to find the lower button. I couldn't find it. Alright, corn header. Oh boy, the truck's in the way. Darn it. I think I can wheedle around the truck. Can I? I think so. It's a big barn. I should be able to sneak in here. Whoa, whoa. We're going to add to the joy out here. Just double up. It won't take too long. Finish this field out. And that way I won't have to run back and forth from combine to combine. Or from field to field, I should say. To get to one combine and another. There he goes. Alright, now let's get this guy into the barn. Try not to turn so sharp. I tend to turn too sharp with these trailers, and it's when I get jackknifed. It's the physics of the game now that the truck with the weight when you're turning will actually lean. And when it does that, I don't know what happens, but something on the truck gets stuck under something on the trailer. Which it probably would. I don't know. What do I know? I'm not a physicist. Indeed. Right, so what I'm going to do is I am going to switch to the back trailer. I'm going to sell the oats. I'm sorry, I'm going to store the oats, and then I'll run over and sell the potatoes. Because I want to keep the oats until I figure out if I have a surplus or not. I probably do. I don't need a lot of oats. But if I do store the oats, then I won't have to actually grow anymore. The only thing I use it for is for the horses. But the oats look like they sell for quite a little bit. So I might just do oats for sale. Because if we look at the price on oats compared to everything else, you know, 500, 600, 700 maybe. On the wheat, barley, 500, 600, 700. Oats, well, now it's dropped down. It's still 1100 at the grain elevator, but even so, that's pretty good. Sunflower seeds, okay. Never mind. We got lots of different products that sell for a pretty decent price. All right, we'll just have to watch the market. That's what we'll have to do. Watch that old market. And with that, I am going to end the episode here. When we come back in the next episode, we'll finish off the corn. And then we need to start planting. So I hope you had fun today. If you did, give it a like, share it with a friend. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you back on the farm in the next episode. In the meantime, happy farming.